Police in Indonesia officially naming the Islamic State as the culprits behind yesterday's deadly attack on their capital city.
Enggak, dia ngercik bom, Pak.
Two people were killed in that attack. 20 others were hurt. The attack was on a Starbucks and the plaza in front of it, also at a police booth in Jakarta. Police there now arresting 3 men that they believe are connected to that incident and recovering an ISIS flag from one of their homes. Benjamin Hall live in London with more on these attacks. What are we learning here today on this, Benjamin?
Well, you're right, Martha. More evidence that this suicide attack was not only planned but also funded by ISIS from inside Syria amid fears that the terrorist group is seeking to expand ever further across the world. New video is emerging from the attacks yesterday which show the quick police response time after the 5 attackers carried out this coordinated plan which was modelled on Paris. The first attack took place outside a UN building as 2 attackers blew themselves up. Moments later, they later detonated a device at a Starbucks. As people fled, 2 others were waiting to gun them down, and that was when a Canadian citizen was killed. But authorities in Jakarta have said that the death toll could have been a lot higher had it not been for mistakes. Shortly after that Starbucks explosion, one attacker accidentally detonated his own bomb, killing himself and the last terrorist before they could fortunately kill any others. So many lives possibly saved there. Martha.
So what are we learning about these attackers specifically?
Well, slowly, the authorities in Indonesia are releasing more names. They're identifying some of the people. They've also claimed to have discovered who the suspected mastermind is. Last night, there were 3 arrests in a suburb of Jakarta, and they named one of the attackers as Sunakim Hehu. He had previously been sentenced to 7 years in jail for attending terrorist training camps, but he'd been released early. But yesterday's attack is said to have been masterminded by one man, Bahru Naim. He's an Indonesian now living in the ISIS capital of Raqqa, from where he planned these attacks, and he is said to harbour ambitions to ignite a sectarian war in Southeast Asia. Today, vigils took place in the city as people remembered the 2 innocent people who died, with people holding up banners saying, "We are not afraid." There have been 16 terrorist attacks so far in the first 15 days of this year alone. 190 people have died, 150 of those at the hands of ISIS. So although this attack was failed and foiled quite quickly, there's little doubt that they're going to keep trying again and again.
That is
Martha.
Stunning number, 15 attacks in 16 days. Benjamin Hall, thank you from London.